and the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the upmen. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go. Go, team, spill. Ready?
From the gun, McDonald. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Off the play fake. McDonald. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flip in field position and a flip in fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
He gets them a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and 4. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jets take over 3rd and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down. 180. Yeah, Mike. Right down. You think you want to get that? 280. Check.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 10 over.
On 1st down, Drake. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Avoids him at the 5, and he hits Drake. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On the toss play, this is Drake. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On the set. Mark 57. There we go.
They'll try and pound it into Drake. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Look at me. Go inside.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Carr. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on it, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That's complete. It's Bell. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Carr. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 3rd and 5. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Carr again. Caught here by Bell. And just shutting him off there. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Carr. He's looking deep for Bell. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Undercut. Hey, switch gears. Back. Check. Yep. Switch. 50 seconds. Ready?
They'll start the drive with Dre. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pilot, 64,
Off play action. McDonald. He's got it to Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Alluding to and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Open man is Kirk, complete. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the route is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
They run with Bell on first down as he'll get forward for about 5 yards. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On second down, it's Bell, and he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Now.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 27, Carr. This is Bell on the dump off. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now this throw caught left side. That one good for 24 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Easy. Kill. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Coming to you.
From the gun, it's Carr. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
I got you. 9. 2 Smith. Watch 2.
On first and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
29.
On third and long, it's Carr. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing on second down. Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Barber, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Shift.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Carr now to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 3rd and 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Carr, and this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run with Drake. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. McDonald, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jets have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Carr going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through. And the lead's down to 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I'm sure the messages that come out onto the field is, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden, you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback. But we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
Going deep for Hopkins. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Escaping the pressure right, and that's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Hey, check motion man. Quick to do. Get hands on motion man. 58, right over there, right over there.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
6-18. Express. Move that down. All day. Check. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He's looking deep for Bell. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Now a draw play with Drake. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle. 2nd and 15.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
30 base. Go. You got tight. You got tight. Ball.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cards, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance. Jump in the stands, no man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought they could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance. Jump in the stands, no man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought they could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. We call us up making a name. I put on the jets, the coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take all poof, magic.